Hello and welcome to the NAUGHTPOD. This is the NAUGHTPOD on the 1st of June. Today's host's intro. Was I supposed to do Sir Digby Chicken Caesar?
No, you meant to say who's on the podcast this week.
Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay, right.
That was so good.
I'll try
You just went, intro.
Remember, we got to beat Lucy, remember. We've got to beat her. Okay.
Hello and welcome to the NAUGHTPOD. Okay, right, okay.
Out of context, that seems so
Is
wrong.
everyone quite ready?
Okay, go.
Hello and welcome to the NAUGHTPOD on the 1st of June. Today's hosts are me, Sam, and we have Ryan, and Kieran, and Luke, and Will, and Boddy. I've missed no one. Okay, right. No Lucy today, so if you've tuned in to see or hear a woman's voice, then go away.
You can put on your squirrel voice. I'm sure your mic's got like a voice change for a girl, hasn't it?
Okay, so Lucy's here.
Hang on, is Lucy in the chat? Oh no, there she is.
Oh.
Will's just being sick.
Yes, hello and welcome to the pod.
Hello.
We're already mocking our co-host.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Right, can
Alright.
you do that for the whole podcast? Can you do that for the whole
No,
thing?
please
Just
don't.
like occasionally just break chat.
Playing Lucy
And Sam.
and it's gonna be really great.
I'm just gonna have to switch between them every
Yeah,
time.
you're gonna have to keep doing it. It's gonna be so brilliant. It's gonna be
It's
amazing.
the
Alright, okay.
It's
Okay.
where you're like, I'm Lucy and I'm Sam. It's like, are there any women here? No.
There's no women here. Okay, what have we been doing this week? I'll go first. Nothing. Painting. I painted. It was fun. Painting's not fun. Radio 2 is rubbish. Actually, it's quite good. So, like, yeah, that's...
What
It's
the
been a
fuck?
boring week again. Not a lot's happened.
Radio 2. What's wrong with Radio 2?
BBC Radio 2! That might be copyright. Copyright.
No, nah, fuck it. It'll be fine.
No,
If it
it's
is,
alright.
you're sued,
It's
not
better
us.
than Kiss. Kiss my ass.
Oh.
Zing.
Fucking, it's already getting.
Okay, next.
They all have the
Crazy,
same
man.
kind of voices, don't they? They're all like southern. Try and put
What,
on that.
Kiss?
Hey, we're so cool. No,
Kiss
we're
just
like
like,
Radio 1.
Yo, big up GZ, we got another record coming up from GZ 77. Kiss is just the worst.
I've just
God.
realised
Lancashire
as
doesn't.
well that this is the original lineup. All of us.
Yeah,
For
it
once.
is.
So, yeah, it is.
Hey, back to basics.
Yeah.
Apart from
This
that
is what?
Australian guy.
This is what? What's going on?
Oh,
Mark.
yeah.
I completely missed
Matt
that.
Yeah.
Napoli.
He's
What-
fine.
what are you
He's probably
talking
dead. There's a lot of bad things in
What are we
Australia.
talking about? I completely missed it. What's going on?
Well, that got dark quickly.
Okay, who's going next? What'd they do?
I feel like we have to
I haven't
speak
done
over
a
each
lot,
other.
so no. That's pretty much.
Okay, Ryan's had a fun week.
Well, as per
my
usual, editing, playing games with you, putting up with Terraria with you.
Oh.
I cheated
No,
at that.
let's never play that again.
I spawned
We're
in
never
tons of
playing
stuff.
that
Yeah, I've literally gone blank. I lost 2 days of my week this week. Like, I thought it was a
didn't
Wednesday,
lose.
but it was in fact a Friday. And I had a serious like panic on where 2 days of my life have gone. So
Drugs. Hardcore drugs.
I
Sitting
generally
on the
don't know
toilet.
what. I think the fact that
Ryan
it was a
is a
bank
massive
holiday
drug
Monday.
addict.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I just have this image
Breaking
now.
not.
Just like waking up in the morning, it's like, what year is it?
Yeah.
What day is this? Where am
Well,
I?
somebody was like, "Hey," she put on Twitter like, "Oh, I'm streaming on Friday," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there." And she's like, "That's later on today," and I was like, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean?" So yeah, 2 days of my life have gone. So I've only had.
What do you mean?
What is the meaning of fish?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Will,
Who's
what
next?
have you
But
been
then
doing
play,
this week?
play
Will?
more Diablo, and that's it.
What have I
Right.
been doing? Well, I have been conquering the games I have been playing. First things first, I beat
Mirror's
Mirror's
Edge.
Edge. I beat Mirror's Edge. I finally finished that shit
We told
game.
you to stop playing. Well, they
No,
told
I
you to
finished
stop
it. I
playing.
finished it when we weren't streaming. It's fine. The game lasts for about 5 hours,
Yeah.
and it still somehow overstays its welcome. It's terrible. It's abysmal. It's awful, and I don't want to ever play it again. I also finished Dead to Rights Retribution, another shit game. I finished some. Oh yeah, I started trying to finish Rage because I've never finished that. That game is terrible. I'm
Oh
sorry,
god,
that game.
yeah.
Rage
I got it for
awful.
20 quid in Tesco, and I played about
I
an
got it
hour
for
of
5. I got it for 5, and I played about 2. It's awful.
It's
What
so
else?
linear. It looks great, but it's just so
It
linear.
looks pretty good, but the pop-in textures are fucking awful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can't remember what else have I been doing this week. I've been playing some Civ with you guys. I've been revising, yeah, obviously. I have 2 exams next week. Yeah, I have one tomorrow actually. Probably shouldn't be doing this.
So do
Like
I.
last week.
It's only
No,
ICT.
2 weeks ago. What else? I think that's basically it. I've been playing some Watch Dogs. We'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah. So, Rob, what have you been doing this week?
This week, I've been playing a lot of Watch Dogs as well.
Nice,
since
nice.
I pre-ordered it, and
Watch
spoke about
Dogs.
that last week. What else? Been playing Civ. Been doing not much else. Went to McDonald's. That was fun. I tweeted a lot because there was.
I saw
free
that
Wi-Fi.
tweet adventure. You sounded
Yeah,
really disappointed.
Whenever I get free Wi-Fi, I tweet more in that amount of time than I ever do, normally.
You
So I'm
Vine.
like, I should probably use this. I did Vine, yes.
I still haven't seen that Vine. I need to watch that.
I haven't
Yeah.
either.
So
Can you link me to it?
it was
Must have
pretty exciting.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah. Luke, what about you? What have you been doing this week?
Must be.
Games. I played Civ, same as everyone else has said. Other than that, just
Went to
a
All
lot of
Greece. That was a
Hearthstone.
pain in my ass.
yeah, that was
Just we added 4 AIs
Annoying.
to our game, and they all just kicked off at once.
yeah.
Like Ethiopia kicked off with Will, then Polynesia kicked off with Luke, and Greece kicked off with me.
Well, at
it was
least
just a
for now,
nightmare.
Greece has stopped you killing me, so that's nice.
Yeah, and now all the city-states are attacking me, which is great.
Yeah, and me because
But I almost went to war with Luke because he stole a great library from me.
Oh fuck! I'm
Will
still
is
go. If we
still
ever play
not
that game
happy.
again, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, Will still
I'm gonna
wants
nuke
to
him.
kill me for that. That's good.
But that's Civ. I think the person
Bless
that
you.
said the most exciting week though is probably Kieran.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
it's been pretty bloody good. Because I wasn't here last week because I was at the MCM Expo, which was all kinds of fantastic. I'll be talking about that later on. And
Yeah.
the rest of the time I've mostly just been playing Wolfenstein, and once again editing, same as Ryan. So it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yay!
I've noticed like the things I've actually done this week are things I'm talking about later on. So
Yeah.
I can't really talk about it here. We're
It's sort of like
structured
we've
here.
done-
We are Protesh.
We've done loads.
We
The
have.
problem is that we always keep going, oh yeah, we'll talk about this later, and we don't. The amount of times that I've had to cut
Oh, we
people
will.
saying that out in the last episode, going, oh, we'll talk about this later, and we don't. This is the most organised podcast we've had, and it doesn't have Lucy. And I'm just saying, not a coincidence, like, but
No, she's awful. She is the worst person I've ever met in my life.
She just
writing cock and balls and
I can't
Good.
say anything because she lives near where I live. If I was to say anything, it's not a far walk for her to come to my house and stab me. So
Oh God, Kieran. Kieran, we'll look after you. We got your back, man. You remember
Like,
you're a
are
Viking.
you-
You're a
are
Viking
you-
warrior. Defend yourself.
because Lancaster Uni is like its own little island in the middle of nowhere, so
yeah, it's the most depressing place on earth.
So it's a big recommendation for you to go to Lancaster Uni.
it's just its own, like, it's got its own shops, it's got its own cinemas and stuff like that, but it is just like
Sounds
a
lovely.
half an hour bus ride out of Lancaster. So it's just like Guantanamo Bay of universities. It's just like
Hell. I was about to ask Kieran, should I go there for university as well? But I don't think I will now. I'll go to London.
Guantanamo
Wow.
Bay. Well, Alcatraz, sorry. Guantanamo Bay.
Alcatraz.
Okay, let's start on the actual topics then, shall we?
Yay.
Main channel news. Watch
Main
Dogs
channel
challenge.
Ah, it was
Main
good.
dogs
challenge.
It was
Main
pretty good.
channel news. It was great.
I think
Channel news.
when they did that dog thing, his name should have been called Benton from the start, or Fenton or whatever it is. So you just knew it was coming as soon as that dog ran off.
No, I like
was
the
so
fact
good.
that I didn't know it was coming.
It would have been
That,
good
yeah,
either way.
it's funny when it wasn't coming.
I love the
it's
fact that
good.
sort of, obviously, like they've had this paid sponsor from is it Ubisoft that make Watch Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can imagine them going, I know what we'll do. We'll get a trained dog and we'll have a montage with it. That's what we'll do. But it's because it's Watch Dogs. Do you get it? It's like Lewis stood up and everybody else is just like, just sit down, Lewis. It's fine. We'll do that. Whatever.
Duncan must have the biggest balls to run through a public park just shouting.
Shouting it, yeah.
Yeah, that must have been
Again, that's
I
a
don't
really
know.
weird thing. It's weird.
Lewis dressed as an old lady must have had some.
Yeah, but unless you got
balls.
close to him, you would have thought he was an old lady.
Yeah, he did look. He
It
did
was
look
pretty
He
very
does make a
convincing.
He
scarily
looked
convincing
lovely.
old woman.
I think that's what's
He
Lewis
loves
is gonna
dressing
be
up,
like in
doesn't
20
he?
years.
Dressing up in drag.
Faggots.
Oh god, that bee! Do you remember the bee costume he wore?
Oh
yeah.
god.
That was nightmare fuel right there.
These are Lewis's superpowers, dressing up as old women and bees.
Oh god.
Both of them
Nicolas
together.
Cage would be proud.
Old bee woman!
Hey, Lucy, what did you think of the bee costume that Lewis wore?
Sexy, and I almost kissed my monitor.
Well, that's very interesting, Lucy. But
He's going to kill
bit
us.
raunchy.
This is the best podcast ever. Right, next
Best
topic.
podcast ever.
People
Okay, on
have
the- been
complaining about the paid
Oh my God.
sponsorships.
Yeah,
should have put my
right,
woman
on
voice
the thread of Watch Dogs. What do you guys think about that? Personally, I don't give a shit because it's brilliant content, and if they can only do it with these sponsorships, I don't care. It's
Yeah.
brilliant
It's
content.
pissed me
great.
off that people have complained. Like they've been
Yeah,
really.
it makes no sense.
It's obvious when they put it at the end. Thank you for making this possible. That they've taken money off them to even pretty much. You know that they've put that money straight into the video. It's not paying them.
Yeah.
The monetization and the views and the merch will pay for their survival. Them paying taxes and whatever.
Like, I think one of the other big things as well is, like, you got to bear in mind that even though whilst these are still paid sponsors, they have actually been quite honest about it, because there was a big paid sponsor thing when Thief came out, and then there was the Kim Prassions with Shin, and it's like, they talked about the fact that, it's a pretty fun game, but it's also kind of disappointing, and then Riffian pretty much tore it a new bloody arsehole.
Oh, that game was fucking
They
terrible.
didn't actually get paid for that thief thing though. They did the thief in Yog Towers. That
Well, they
wasn't.
did, because they gave him all the shit.
Oh, they
for,
gave him the suit, but they didn't get paid for it or anything.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, Lewis
that's-
said that on the thing.
Oh, I thought they would have with all the shit that they were putting out for it.
Yeah.
I think that the one thing they've always said is they won't promote a game if they don't actually like it. So
Yeah.
you can trust them in
Yeah, they
what they
They
choose.
said
it
that
has-
at the BAFTA event I went to as well. Like Terp said that they wouldn't play or promote a game if they didn't think it was good. Like if it was so bad it's good, then they'd go for it. Like so
Yeah.
if it's some Deadly Premonition
Yeah.
on Trucking
Well,
Tuesday, then
Yeah.
They haven't like
Well, it's
said
kind of
in
like
the videos
the
as
problem
well.
is that I don't.
Go on.
It had nothing to do with the game, really. It
Yeah.
just had
Yeah.
like the gimmicks of having techie stuff. But I don't watch that and go, oh, I really want Watch Dogs. It's the same like with the Wildstar song. It doesn't make me want to buy Wildstar, but it's just a nice.
No.
It's a change of pace, and we all know that we
Yeah.
all enjoy the IRL stuff. So the more stuff they do, the better. But it costs more to do. Hence why it's not a problem that they should take money off these game companies that want them to make these videos.
yeah.
I don't think no one's got a right to say what they should and shouldn't be doing though. They've always said that if they like doing something, they'll continue to do it. Like I don't know why the Shadow Rose Force stopped. Speaking of, but
Yeah, the only one I agree with somebody that's just brought it up in chat. The RoboCop one, however, is a bit of an iffy one. Whether
What's
they
that one?
implemented
I haven't seen that.
RoboCop into Yog Labs.
Oh, that
yeah.
was
Right.
they were
It's
sort
paid
of
for
learning the ropes of that though, weren't they?
Yeah, but
Just testing
it's
the
sort of
law.
like that could have just been its own thingy. But say like around that time, everybody was getting hyped for Yoga Labs because they expected SOI to come back. and it's just something that's thrown it off the. I mean, to be honest, they can do what they want. I really don't care enough so long as they're not breaking any like laws or anything.
It's
But-
breaking the law if they don't say the if they don't say the sponsor. If they just did a video like that and they were obviously sponsored but they didn't say it, then it's breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Look at the law.
One more thing as well. It's just on the paid sponsorship thing. Quite a while ago, before the Heroes and Generals videos even came out, Simon put a tweet which was basically, Heroes and Generals is actually a pretty fun free-to-play game, which sort of tells you that, which is another thing which sort of says they won't advertise games they don't truly believe are good games to play and are fun.
Yeah.
It does look like a fun game anyway. Even if the people do get angry, the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then, moving on. Jaffa Quest has slowed down to just fixing the Jaffa Factory.
I
Up until
like
today,
it though.
of course.
Spoiler
Today.
alert.
They're going to have
Spoilers.
to completely, spoiler alert. They're going to have to completely rebuild the factory after
Or they
today.
could just quit.
I
Just
want to
give
see
up.
what they do. Oh, it's going to be good what they do.
What
are they gonna do?
Spoiler alert, they blew up the Jaffa Factory with a spaceship.
It was
What the
amazing.
fuck were they doing?
Uh,
It was
By the
quite
time you
beautiful
hear
fun.
this, it's great.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
great.
It's great.
I
Well,
kind of like it because I like the idea of, the restoration of the former glory.
Maybe
Yeah, I
they
just
will
hope they
do an
do, like-
80s montage now. Rebuilding
I hope
the
they do.
factory.
I fucking
That
hope
would
they
be
Do you think
fantastic.
that's? Do you think that's probably why they've done it? It did seem a little bit sketch to me. Like they
I
kind of
don't
knew
know.
that was
Did
going to
they?
happen.
Did they know that? I didn't know that a rocket would do that if it crashed.
Neither did I. Well, it
But
did.
that explosion was a bit too big.
Yeah,
so
that
I don't know
wasn't
whether
just
they
the
might have put
rocket.
some like TNT as foundation. Maybe that was Kieran Dave that put it in. I don't know, but it's kind of like I think there was a little bit scripted so they could just sort of start it again. Or they could just. It depends on the next episode, which
It might have been, but it seemed pretty real. I mean, I don't think Duncan and Simon knew if it was planned.
Yeah, the reactions might have been genuine, but
This
Well,
is the
I like to
NAUGHTPOD.
think so.
It
You know,
might
pod
have been
conspiracy theories.
kind of the entire thing. Like they knew it was going to crash, but they didn't know it was going to make an explosion that bloody big.
Yeah.
yeah.
What do Lucy? What do you think about the explosion? What do you think about it?
I thought the explosion was really, really great. And,
Right. Alright, nice.
other things.
Why have you got slightly Liverpudlian there?
Well, she's been spending a lot of time in the north. She's been spending a lot of time in the north too, and she's sort of picking up the Liverpudlian accent.
It was trying to be
Okay.
American actually, but obviously that didn't work out.
Lucy, come on, get your act together, girl. You know how to do American. Yeah, you better be fucking sorry, bitch.
She's gonna. She'll do
Fucking
it.
idiot.
She'll sort it out.
Right,
She
okay.
will kill
Goat Sim is back. Shut up, Lucy. Shut the fuck up. Goat Sim is back.
I love
Next
Goat
episode
Sim.
of the NAUGHTPOD, Lucy massacres us all.
She's gonna
Guys,
do that
Goat
anyway.
Sim.
It's fine.
Goat Sim. Okay.
Goat Sim. I love Goat Sim, especially when they try to
Goat
break
Sim's
the game.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's an awful game. It's terrible.
Yeah,
That's
I
why I
wouldn't
love
want
it
to
so
buy
much.
it, but I like them watching it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just put out shitloads of Goat Sim videos, and it's like, this is what you want to be remembered for. This is all you've got to offer the world. Is Goat Sim videos.
Sim. It's a bit rubbish.
It's the kind of people that do like Minecraft Monday and Time Travel Tuesday, and it's just fuck off, be original.
Travel
What?
Tuesday.
And they're playing like a game from like the 1990s, like we're playing Crash Bandicoot.
We're playing Star Wars Battlefront.
All the 90s kids remember Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, can you feel the nostalgia?
Coming soon to the NAUGHTPOD channel, Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll actually start doing them.
Fun
Oh yeah,
Friday.
guys, welcome to the
That'll be
NAUGHTPOD
us.
Crash Bandicoot. Let's play. Don't forget to like and
Do you
subscribe.
know what's a really good Crash Bandicoot game? Crash Bash. Did anybody play Crash Bash? It was like Mario. It was like Mario
Sounds
Party, but
erotic.
it was Mario. It was like
Oh!
Mario Party, but for Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, I remember that.
maybe
It
I
was
did.
awesome.
Maybe.
I played, the only Crash Bandicoot game I played was the time travel one, and I think it was the third one.
Third,
if there
yeah.
was a third one.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
was the
played
third
that
one.
one. That one was good.
Yeah,
And
that
there was
was
Crash
quite
Team
nice.
Racing.
Crash Tag Team Racing was the shit. That game was brilliant. That game was amazing.
Reminiscing.
Was Crash Bash the one where you jumped on the guy's shoulders and stuff like that?
I have no idea.
I can't remember. I'm gonna Google
That
it.
isn't very specific enough. What do you mean jump on his shoulders?
I don't know. I'm sure there's like something for a Crash Bandicoot. Oh, why did Google on Google to try and find Crash Bandicoot?
Google.
Hang on.
Think
Crash
of things
Bandicoot.
We put Google inside your Google.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a completely different game.
I was
Crash
thinking of New
Bandicoot on
Super Mario Bros.
PS3
Wii.
in HD 1080p.
Okay, right.
Space.
The Wildstar song. Last week I said it was gonna be rubbish. I was right. No, it was alright.
I actually like it.
I liked
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Like, I'm not
wasn't
gonna lie,
sure.
I still don't care about Wildstar, but I thought the
No.
song was
No,
pretty good.
no one does. No one does.
I think I would have got it more if I knew about Wildstar.
he did like a vlog before it came out, and he essentially said like, some of you are going to think it's very much like Dan Bull, and he went on about it for like 5 minutes. But the point still stood that he essentially went, yeah, it is. But he tried to defend
Yeah.
it, but he's kind of like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but
I
that's
like-
a good thing. I like that it's like that.
Might have just got Dan Bull to do it.
One thing
That would be
which
so good.
One thing which I noticed for the sort of the first time, but not really the first time, was the way Martin says like TH with an F.
Yeah.
I do.
I didn't
It was the
notice
first
that.
time which I sort of really noticed it.
It's
I've
a
never
bit of a
noticed
northern
it.
thing. Like I struggle
Yeah,
with
it
my
is.
like
Sorry.
free and free. Like there is no difference in the way I say it.
3 and 3.
Free
can get-
and
and
free.
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 Buy
That's
buy
really
free
Irish.
buy 3 bottles of Evian and get one free. Like there's no difference in
Free.
saying it.
What?
I am so confused right now.
I'll buy a free bottle and get a free.
No,
Do you reckon
buy
Lucy
free
likes Evian
bottles.
water?
Free.
Does Lucy like Evian water? Sam?
Other waters are available.
It's Elvine, actually.
Oh, sorry, Lucy. Sorry.
Yeah.
God. Shouldn't shout at you.
It's
We're
an
not going
Evian
to
bottle.
get
It's not
killed.
Evian water. It's just water up the tap. And
Elvine!
Manchester water is shit. It's tap water is shit.
See, I have tasty water down here. It's like
Is it
drinking
hard or
Ribena.
soft?
No, that's hard water. That's the bad water. That's
Are we
horrible
having
water.
this discussion again?
No,
That's
we
horrible water.
the North
The hard
has
water is the
hard
bad water. No, the North has soft water.
Soft
That's the
water
water
has
that's-
been filtered, which is really bad. Hard water is natural and better.
It's
Yeah,
full of
hard-
limestone. You're going to
We've-
die.
No,
Limestone is good for your liver, possibly.
it's good for you. It
Or it-
reduces,
or it will kill you.
Citation needed.
it reduces the risk of heart
Everyone
disease.
go and eat some limestone. Everyone go out into your garden, dig a
That's
hole.
why
and find
little
some
children
fucking
eat
it.
chalk.
We've got
What?
They're caring for the livers.
we've got hard water
This is-
here.
Yeah. Comes out of the tap like rocks.
Everyone, welcome
It's just
to
an
the,
ice cube coming out the
the
tap.
pod. We mostly talk about taps and what comes out of them.
Oh, what comes out of your taps, Kieran? Ooh.
Oddly enough, water.
Beard.
Oh my god.
Just more beer.
Nothing but beard.
Oh, that would be horrible.
When
Just
we
like
were
a
playing
straight
Civ,
hair.
Will went to the toilet 6 times in 2 hours. No, about
It was
8
seven.
times in 2
It
hours.
was 7 actually. It was 7 or 8.
It's very
Yeah,
interesting.
I've not been well this weekend. I've been awful.
I had diarrhea.
Hang on, you've
earlier.
had your bit where you said, you know, what happened.
Yeah, why didn't you say
Yeah,
that?
I didn't want to bring it up because it's kind of not nice because I think I'm dying.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you're
my
not
kid-
very nice.
That's not nice. My kid, I've been in agony from my kidneys all day and yesterday as well. I've been using the toilet quite a bit. I may have to just, if I don't speak for about half an hour or half an hour,
Gone.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like if I don't speak for like 20 seconds because I'm at the toilet or just sitting there not speaking, I'm going
I'm wondering,
to die.
I'm
You're
wondering
back.
when the episode is going to be of the NAUGHTPOD where one of us has the shits and has to discreetly try and get away. We're like, Will, what do you think? And it's just silence. It's like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh dear. He's gone somewhere.
Just,
Oh
you
no,
got that,
Sam's
guys?
gone. We've lost Sam. Sam
What
down.
was some-
Sun
No.
down.
God.
Sam down.
Okay.
Lucy?
Oh my-
Lucy? Oh god.
No, Lucy's there. Lucy and Sam have run off together. Oh my god.
Shits.
It'll be Stormtrooper, probably still Stormtrooper. Oh my god, that's their
I
new
love how we
channel.
have kind of like a new name
a shit
for this
stormtrooper.
episode of the NAUGHTPOD. Just thanks to NAUGHTPOD Fan 420 shit special.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Chatting
Okay,
shit.
let's move on
That
from
pretty
my-
much sums us up anyway, so it's fine.
Let's move on from my bad stomach. Mario Kart. Martin's been playing Mario Kart.
A lot. Martin, Kim's been doing it on her channel.
Yeah.
It's probably the
Yeah.
only game that you'd consider buying a Wii U for, really, isn't it? Mario
But
Kart.
that and the
Basically.
new Smash Bros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah. 2 games for a console. Oh my god, I'm so ready for next gen. That's
It
not
looks,
really next gen, it's
it
last
looks
gen.
spectacular though.
It looks really good. It does look good.
And there's some channels from like the Game Boy Advance version, which was the first like portable console I got was Game Boy Advance, and that was the first game I had. So I was like, oh wow, I haven't seen these tracks in years. So
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 actually does play really well.
I haven't played
it's
it.
a
I
lot.
haven't
no,
had a
have
chance
I?
to.
I
no.
don't think I have. No, I haven't played it. I like Mario Kart, but it's just so fucking annoying because you can be dominating the whole race, and then one blue shell at the end, then a red shell, then a green shell, and you fuck and you've lost.
it is a game
I don't
where
really like it.
you will rage quit time and time again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying all the When's it out? Is it out Is it out now? Is it
It's out now,
soon?
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
out now, yeah.
What is the rules on Nintendo for streaming stuff now? Or we'll put it on YouTube.
Of trying to set up their own affiliates program.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Is that so? What's the guy that just plays Nintendo games? What's his name?
Which
Mr. Nintendo
one?
Man.
It's not Mr. Nintendo one. He's on Polaris.
Which neckbeard are you speaking about?
Oh, I'm talking about Peanut Butter Gamer.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Gaming. That's it. Is it Peanut Butter Gaming?
Oh, yeah, Peanut Butter. No, he likes Zelda and stuff. That's all I know about Peanut Butter
He
Gaming.
played
Yeah, that is-
Mario
that is
64.
Nintendo.
I know that,
Yeah, I know it is, but I mean just Zelda.
but I don't think
'cause
it is
Zelda-
him.
What good Nintendo franchises are there? I think Zelda,
Zelda, Star Fox, F-Zero.
Star Fox. When was the last Star Fox game? When was the last F-Zero game?
Both GameCube.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. Okay,
Metroid.
Metroid. Yeah. Metroid and Zelda. That's it. They're the only 2 good Nintendo franchises. Mario is shit. The last good Mario game was Galaxy, and just fuck off Nintendo. Fuck
I
off.
like Super
They have
Mario
the charm.
Sunshine.
People are
Sponsored
still
by
buying.
Nintendo.
Can't hear about
That's
that.
because they're
Did you hear
fucking
about
neckbeards
the,
who don't know anything.
Did you hear about the year of Luigi actually generated a
Wait,
huge
what?
loss?
Oh, it's,
That's
like,
that's
of course it
Luigi.
did. Nintendo were losing so much money. They just stopped making.
Yeah, but the
because nobody's buying the Wii
3DS.
U.
No. The 3DS makes a shitload of money. The
Yeah.
DS is in general make a lot of money.
It's not making a profit yet. It's just started to sell well in like the last year. It's still not making a profit because you don't make profits with consoles for like 2 or 3 years. Like Sony won't
this
make
is
a
our
profit.
spokesman for Nintendo.
Sony already
Yeah,
has
this
made a
no,
profit.
because I know all the business stuff. Because Sony won't make a profit with the PS4 until I think 2016. They said, and the whole company's not going to be profitable till 2015. That's
It
just
said-
Sony. I don't know about Microsoft, but because they
It-
make tons of money from other places, so it doesn't really matter. Go on.
It said on the Daily Bite the other day that the PS4 is apparently already profitable.
Yep.
What? Really?
That's
Wow.
apparently what it said.
Sounds
So,
bad.
yeah.
Yep.
Where have you
That
been?
can't be right.
I just had to go say bye to my nanny and granddad.
Okay.
Nah,
You weren't dropping your kids off at the pool, were you?
No, I
Okay.
did that as well while they're saying bye to them. Just had the toilet door open.
He said,
Bye.
"See you later, kids."
Bye. Plop in the toilet.
So, Sam or Lucy, do you have anything to say about Mario Kart?
Yes, it's fun.
Yeah, Lucy. Shut up, Lucy.
Okay, Sam.
Good girl. Stay in the corner.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Watch Dogs.
Watchdog. Oh yeah, Watchdog.
Watch
I love
Dogs.
Watchdog videos.
It's
Watch
the new
Dogs.
Thief
We spoke about
and
it
South
before.
Park.
Everyone's got a lot to say about it, honestly.
Yep.
Great.
Everybody's doing it.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
I haven't watched any of them really. It's kind of a game that I want to play myself, so I won't watch it. So it's kind
I
of.
started watching
it's
Hannah's.
what's happening with me. It's like I've been
And-
playing through it myself at the moment.
I only watched Duncan's because he didn't do any like campaign. He just did like some super sleuthing.
I watched it because he just did a one-off. I'm not that interested in it, really.
Yeah, I
I've-
don't
I've
watch the
been-
series.
I've been because like I watched for Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 4. I watched both of Hannah's like Let's Plays of that, and it kind of ruined the games for me. So I was adamant not to do that with Watch Dogs, so I'm almost through the entire campaign, and I'm like watching where she is like behind me. Hannah's behind
If
me.
this was you, if this was,
Sorry.
if you were Terps or Duncan or whoever, and you were about to put out this playlist of Watch Dogs, would you do it in the style that Duncan is just every now and again put an episode out of the story like he did with South Park, or just do what Terps did and just put them all out within like a week? How would you go about it?
I think I'd like to do best bits or funny bits of the campaign. Just record it all and then just find some funny bits or something.
Just do what
Maybe
Nerdcube does,
Strip and
essentially.
Stacey stuff.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah, but that's not really linear. Like games that are that linear, well, those that you want to play through the story of. How would you go about it? I'd probably do like a Nerdcube thing and just cut all of the shit out of it. Really.
Yeah, so just some
Yeah.
interesting bits that sort of keep the story, but because there's probably a lot of side missions you have to do to.
Martin's
get
really good
points.
at sort of doing stories. Martin is excellent at them. Just on his own, just
Yeah.
playing through Nino Kuni or Zelda. He's generally really good at them. I don't know how people could just talk to themselves the way that he does. He's just chats away as if like we're all sat in a room with him.
I talk
Nails
to
it as
myself
well.
all the time.
So do I. I think it's just some people do it naturally, and some people just feel awkward doing it.
Yeah,
But I
like
talk to myself all the time when I'm playing games, so I just
bus drivers.
Yeah, I do that.
What? Bus
Yeah,
drivers.
like tour bus drivers. They just like talk to themselves. I mean, when
And
you go
on
on
your
a tour
left
bus,
you will
no one
see-
is listening.
Right. Okay.
So
The NAUGHTPOD tours coming up this summer.
I mean,
Looking toward
it's just a
Lancaster
bus
University.
full of grannies and no one is listening. And on your left,
never
you'll
been on- I've
see
never been
a
on a
big
tour bus.
waterfall. Neither have I, but I assume it's like that.
I went
Not too bad.
on a.
I went.
I went.
Go
Go
on.
on,
I was just going to say I went on a tour bus around Barcelona, and it was mildly interesting.
Yeah.
It was all-
on your
what's
left,
the-
you'll see some slums. Other
Like I was
Barcelona
on
wasn't
a
too bad
tour
for
bus
that.
when I went to London when I was about 5 or 6 years old, and even at that point, I kind of realised that the guy who was doing the tour sounded like he wanted to die.
yeah.
It was just like, if you look to the right, you see Westminster.
I mean, they do see the same things like 5 times a day.
No, this
I
guy.
went-
He had been on the bus all the way down from Preston.
I had to
Preston.
actually give a tour
What's
of
that?
Media City, like not a bus tour, but I had to like walk
No.
people around and point to BBC and ITV. That was soul destroying. Like, yeah, these are all the places that you'll never work.
Wow.
I went
Christ.
on
Think of
a
the children.
tour. I went on a tour in Italy once, and basically the tour consisted of, here's a bit of Italy. Now let's talk about Winston Churchill a bit. And it was basically like that. For ages, he'd just talk about Winston Churchill for ages and ages and ages, and then he'd go, oh yeah, there's some stuff over there. Winston Churchill. So, it was the strangest tour I've ever been on.
Why Winston Churchill?
The Winston
I
Churchill
don't know.
experience.
He like admired him or something.
That makes no because I'm not gonna make a World War II reference, but you know, why Winston? That makes no sense.
Go on, make World War II left.
Speaking of cities and dictatorships like Winston Churchill did, Tropico 5.
Smooth.
Oh.
Smooth.
Sips. I love Tropico 5. I've
Benito
never actually
Colon.
played it.
I don't like Tropico, it's boring.
I
like
have
Tropico.
not
Tropico 4 was
watched
good.
it.
I've never played Tropico, but I love the Tropico videos because Sips is just mental.
Benito
This is
Colon.
brilliant.
Benito Colon.
I haven't.
What's the other game?
watched it.
What's the game that you played last week? Was it like, were you an astronaut and you're travelling
Oh
this...
yeah,
What's it called?
Into the
Oh,
Void or something, isn't
It's
it?
like Endless Planet, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
pretty
have a
good.
What do you do in it?
You walk
Sips
around.
as well. Sips literally could just talk about this. Literally nothing was happening in the game apart from this astronaut was just wandering around a barren world, and
It's
Sips
just,
was just
Sips is
loving
the
it.
kind of guy who could just
Lifeless
say like,
planet.
"Oh shit" every 5 minutes.
Oh
It's
shit!
entertaining.
It's some, oh no, it's a rock. Yeah.
I'd love to see like a wall with wet paint and Sips sat across from it in a chair and just have a video of that for like 20 minutes. That'd be awesome.
Watching.
Literally ripping my dick off.
Oh my god, it's drying so fast!
The paint
Right.
does actually dry pretty fast, so that'd be a
not
short
relevant. Kieran, you went to
Not
Comic Con.
Oh, it's time for Kieran's segment.
Kieran went to Comic Con. Do da,
yeah,
do da.
Make yourself comfortable and settle down. It's time for a story.
Settle down, children.
Cuddle up in Kieran's beard.
It's me, Sir Digby.
We haven't
Damn
even
it,
said
Digby.
we haven't even said that properly during the whole podcast. You just keep laughing as you're saying it.
Anyway, we interrupted Kieran's story. Go on.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Kieran.
you buggers. Yeah. I was at the MCM kind of over last weekend. That's why I wasn't on the podcast. It was pretty bloody good. Got to play a bunch of games and stuff. They had some of the basic stuff where it's like, oh guys, you want to play Warriors Orochi 3? It's like, no. I don't care about Dynasty Warriors. But
Dynasty Warriors is the
they had
best.
Evolved. What, Chinese Genocide Simulator?
Yeah, it's
Pretty
great. It's so good that they just bring out a new game that's exactly the same and it works. You know, they've got it perfect, so they just keep bringing it out. It's amazing. I
Not too
love
bad.
Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, they had Evolve there as well at the moment. You know, the new one from the guys that made Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It looks good.
yeah.
That looks really fucking
It
good.
is so good. And yeah, right. On Saturday they had the first the Yog meet, and there's a guy in chat at the moment which is going to be completely irrelevant to the podcast, but he was there as well, and he was very snazzy. It's Jedi Knight 123. He's a great guy.
Nice little shout out.
The Yog meet was absolutely brilliant. Like, you kind of realise there's a lot of people who really do like the Yogs cast, and a lot of people kind of found it a little bit scary because I went as Ross from Hat Films. I went as his Minecraft skin, so
Which
it's
was
basically
awesome,
me
yeah.
in a suit.
It was just you in a suit, but it worked fine. Like,
yeah, precisely.
it
did,
worked
did
really
people
well.
genuinely come up to you and go, "Oh my god, you're Ross"? Or did you have to
yeah,
explain
kinda
yourself
the
a
Yog
couple of
meet.
times? Oh,
At the
okay.
Yog meet, it worked. It worked kind of a treat. Most people around the expo did kind of recognise it. One person thought I was cosplaying Jontron. From the Takeshi's video thing.
Takeshi's Castle.
No, we're crack Charles. No,
Can we go on
Why
to
is Sir
my...
Digby Chicken Caesar not relevant?
Right, should we move
Because
on?
it's
Move
the
on.
song. I found the song that Lewis
move on.
always sings when he does adventure things. It's and it's Digby Chicken Caesar. Go look it up.
The surprising adventure of me, Sir Digby Chicken Caesar.
Okay.
The surprising adventure of me, Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. So,
damn
so
it.
go Google
Okay.
Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. It's so good.
Can you do
Gaming
that?
section.
Can you just do the introduction in the style of not relevant, and then we can put that? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to search for all this footage to try and find you. Going, hello, welcome to the NAUGHTPOD. It's me.
Just get him to record it and send it to you. It'll only take a day. To
You
send
could do it
an
like
audio
the
file.
you could do it like the YogPod. Like I'm an old man that's fallen over and I'm listening to the YogPod. You can do it like I'm Sir Chicken Caesar and listen to the NAUGHTPod.
Hello, it's me, Sir Digby Chicken Caesar, and you're listening to the NAUGHTPOD. That was rubbish.
Just
Go
go
on,
with
do
it.
it
Go with
again.
it. Go with it. It's fine.
That was
For God's
rubbish.
sake.
I'm not doing that again.
It was fine.
I'm done.
It was okay.
You're
For
done.
God's sake.
I'm done.
Okay, gaming section.
So Digby Chicken Caesar. is
Kieran,
no
start us off with that.
all right. As I said at the beginning of the NAUGHTPOD, this week I've mostly been playing Wolfenstein, and bloody hell, it's good. It is incredible. Like, at first I was a bit like, it's gonna be just another Wolfenstein game, you know, dumb shooter, with some hilarious action elements. They're still there, but it's actually got a really good story. So, that's a surprise and a half. And if you've not played Wolfenstein, do it. Do it right now. Go and buy it.
I see. When I bought Watch Dogs, I couldn't decide between the two. There was like a £5 price difference. Watch Dogs was £5 more, so I bought Watch Dogs because I'm an idiot. And it's Watch Dogs. We'll talk about Watch Dogs in a minute. It's really good, but I want to play Wolfenstein so bad. I'm a massive id fan. That's why I was so disappointed with Rage.
Yeah, that's why I was disappointed
I
with
love
Rage
it.
as
I love
well.
id. I own every single id game. I own a signed poster. I own a signed box copy of the original Doom. Do you remember those old 90s PC boxes?
Yeah, man.
Brag
huge.
about it.
Oh my god, I own one of the yeah, cause I'm a huge id fan. If we get like sponsorship by id, that'd be fine. But yeah, I was so disappointed with Rage. But Wolfenstein, it's not made by id, is it? It's made by Machine Games, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Machine Games, who were kind of mostly from Starbreeze, so the guys who made the Chronicles of Reddit game, which was fantastic.
And the Darkness. That
which was also brilliant.
It's all right. It's good. It's all right. It's all right. See, I have a very high standard for games.
That's fair play.
Right. Watch Dogs.
Really?
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. We need to talk about Watch Dogs now.
Watch Dogs!
Right.
Wow.
Watch Dogs also came out last
I'd
week.
prefer Watch Dogs.
And And what's really annoyed me about Watch Dogs? There's no dogs in it. There is no dogs. It's all people. There's no dogs.
I'll tell you a
Nice.
moment.
I was disappointed because there is no dogs and there is no watch dogging. So,
I'm pretty sure
There is
actually. I've actually
actually.
seen people. I've actually
Yeah.
seen people.
I have.
That's
doing the
it.
do.
I'm not buying that game. Forget
The
it.
weirdest thing is, my brother
it's
and
really
his
good.
friend-
no dogging. 0
Right.
out of 10.
Right, it's a good game, but there are some frame rate issues with it that I've had on the Xbox One, and Rob's been playing on the PC, and I think he said like there was a bug where it just started crashing on it. Well, not crashing, but like running it like 3 frames per second.
Yeah.
I've had
I don't know.
it's crushed my computer I think 3 times.
God.
Just
Yeah,
randomly.
it's had some
I
really
think-
bizarre. Like a lot of people have complained saying that they've been playing it on Ultra and it's been fine, and then they loaded it up the next day and it went fine, and then they loaded it up later in the day and the frame rate just dropped. Like it just
Yeah, that's
completely
what-
just fell apart.
The evil within.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that next. So spoilers. It's right. Okay.
well,
No, we're not actually.
we can-
We're not actually. Oh, are we? Yeah, we are. Okay. Evil Within then. Shall
I
we?
googled it and it doesn't look friendly.
No, right. So basically,
Not family
for
friendly.
people who don't know, The Evil Within is an upcoming survival horror game, and it looks alright, but it just looks like a gore fest. It looks. See, I'm a big fan of horror.
it's
Like
all-
my
all
favorite
the
game is Silent Hill 2.
trailers- Yeah,
Go
all
on,
the
to Karen, go on.
trailers, kind of the way Professor marketed it is like the entire gore thing. It's like you look at half the interviews with the guy behind it, like it's because it's Shinji Mikami, the guy who made kind of Resident Evil, kind of the good ones though. So we're not talking 5 or 6.
Oh god, that's not.
Yeah.
But kind of all the trailers like marketed as like this big, oh, it's super gory, but it's like the story
Just a
from
bit
what I've
over the
heard,
top.
kind of looking at people's things, it's actually looking really good. So it's like they've gone beyond just, oh no, this is bad because it can mutilate and shit, to actually straight up spooky.
They're all from Scotland.
Yeah. Oh
I just-
no.
It's just
I want it to
come
be
up in
good,
chat. Best of luck to
What?
Lucy, who's got her last exam tomorrow, and the rest of you guys as well,
Yes,
of course.
good.
Have got your
I'm
exams
going to
tomorrow.
exam tomorrow.
I have. Oh, Lucy.
God
give me a-
damn
What's,
it.
what's your exam on, Lucy?
Ancient Egypt.
That's a very specific subject, Lucy. That's a very.
Sam knows a lot.
Ancient Egypt.
What do you know about Great and Mighty Ramesses?
I
Oh,
knew
great.
someone
I'm
would.
sure Ramesses.
I knew someone would.
Lucy's a massive Civ fan. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Oh, great and mighty Ramesh.
Lucy Ramesh.
I love
I think
it.
she's gone.
Coming soon. Yeah, right. Anyway, The Evil Within. Yeah, it looks good.
Looks scary, I
but
don't want it.
I love horror games, but it just looks like, why the fuck is it letterbox font like a movie? Why have they done that? It makes no
I
sense.
don't know, man.
It looks awful.
I love it when Hat Films do that. I love it when they go 2.35 on us and they make the whole letterbox.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean that's an actual video though. This is a game you're playing and it's constant in letterbox format.
It's
why have they
because
done that?
monitors are gonna get to that shape at some point. Like 16:9 is gonna start to deteriorate, because everything's in like
I think mine's
iMac
already
shape
16:10.
and 2.35. It's just It's like
Yeah.
It
it's
just
like
looks so bad though. It looks awful. I hate it. It gives me a headache as well for some reason. I don't know.
Take
it's very long. It's very like long. I don't mean like long as in pace. I mean
Yeah.
like long as in like the picture's long.
Oh,
Moving on.
is there Red Dead 2 coming out? Really?
Oh
Really?
yeah, it's another song to talk about. Take-Two Interactive, who publish all the Rockstar games, all including GTA and Red Dead Redemption. They're talking about the next-gen game by Rockstar, and They said it's not going to be GTA. I don't think they said. No, well, right. There's speculation that's going to be Red Dead 2 that's coming soon. Which
Red Dead was
sounds
such
really
a good game.
Well,
Red
no,
Dead
it's
was
because
really awesome.
Yeah.
they were talking about which games are staples of Rockstar, and they said that Red Dead Redemption was one of those games which is like a staple. And so that
What do you mean, like, by a staple? Is in like a game that's
As
like
in
a milestone?
things that clip paper together.
Well, like stuff that they will continue to make.
Whenever you mention Rockstar,
Oh,
what
so
games
it's-
do you think
Yeah.
It's
of?
like milk
Like
is a
they
staple.
said, like GTA and Bully and Red Dead.
and milk
They talked about games which they want to make in the future, or they
Yeah, that
continue
makes
to
sense.
make.
and pasta.
They're just have there been talks before? Because the way that you when we first discussed this when we were writing our notes, you made it sound as if it's been discussed before and it was scrapped. Is that
Well, I think there's always been things since the launch of since the launch of Red Dead Redemption. I think there's always been like Red Dead Redemption 2. When's it going to come? But they usually leave like 4 or 5 years development between Rockstar games. Like GTA 5 was 2013, wasn't? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. And then GTA 4 was 2008, and Red Dead was I think 2010. So there's always like.
Well,
They always, like,
basically, as
release,
soon
like,
as they
each
finish
franchise.
Red Dead,
Big game,
they
yeah.
start at GTA 5.
Yeah, basically they would have started on that, but no. I think they have two separate teams working, so they release a game every 4 or 5 years with each team,
Oh, yeah,
which is
it's
really
just a
good
few.
because then they space it out. Which is
Well,
really
it's
good.
Rockstar
Which is the way
San
it should be
Diego
done.
San Diego did Red Dead. I don't know if that's like completely different.
Yeah,
no, it's
'cause,
like- it's a different
San
studio, yeah.
Diego made Red Dead. It was North who made GTA 5.
Yeah, they're the ones in Scotland that used to be DMA Design, and they made Lemmings.
Another
No, they also
thing,
made GTA 2.
just quickly going back to Watch Dogs, it wouldn't be a Ubisoft game without a bit of French.
Is there
'Cause
French?
There's a French person in it, and there's a French person
Oh,
in every single
Jude
Ubisoft game.
Delors.
Just putting that out there. Move on.
Back.
What is Sunset Overdrive?
What is Sunset?
Oh.
Sunset. Dateline, Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive is a game coming to Xbox One, I think, later this year, and it looks fucking so fun. Like they released some gameplay. It looks really, 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 really good. And
Yeah, it's
it's
from the
by
guys that made
Insomniac.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, and they also made what's it called? Was it Resistance? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Resistance.
Yeah, they made
1, 2, and 3.
Resistance.
Looks
Yeah,
rubbish.
and I love Resistance. What? Okay, we'll get to you in a second. I love Resistance because it was quite fun, and it was like classic Doom style of FPS and set in like the modern, disgusting grey brown of last gen. Okay, it's last gen PS3. Jesus. It just looks fun. It looks like a mix between Ratchet and Clank, Mirror's Edge for Kieran. There you go, and
Hey.
Ratchet and Clank, Mirror's Edge, and what's it called? What's it called?
I don't know.
I cannot remember. Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3, there we go. It's like a mix of... It's got random weapons and stuff. And it looks really fun. So I'm going to be looking forward to that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Not as much as Halo 5 or Destiny.
Oh my god.
Get out.
Suck a penis.
Get on with it.
Okay, EA closed Mythic down.
What is
Right.
Mythic?
What?
I've never
What
played
is
anything
Mythic?
by
Okay.
Mythic.
That's very rude whoever wrote that in the thing. We're looking at the Google Doc here. Mythic. The most recent work was the newest. They made some Ultima games. They've made Warhammer Online. I think that's a very popular game for some reason. I don't know who the hell plays that game. And the most recent game is the new Dungeon Keeper, which is really, really shit.
Is that the one that
It's-
was on like iPads and was just pretty much like
Yeah, it's the mobile
microtransaction
version.
central?
Yeah.
Fucking
I
awful.
remember Total Biscuit got a bit mental like that. So it was...
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, because Total
that's
Biscuit is
just,
just
no
like
FOV
nostalgic about the old
slider.
days, which he had every right to.
Wow.
See, I like. I'm a fan of the old Dungeon Keepers. Like Dungeon Keeper 1 was free on GOG right after that game launched,
Yeah.
which was nice. But Dungeon Keeper 2, I feel was better, just because the graphics looked. It was clearer what things were in Dungeon Keeper 2, because it wasn't like 3-bit images. But but the game was just fucking terrible. Like EA cannot do mobile gaming well. It's microtransactions. That's all it fucking was. And it was like press a block and wait 24 hours for the next time you can play the game. It wasn't Dungeon Keeper. They could have called it like fucking Zippo's Adventure in the Darkness or whatever. And I wouldn't have been as mad.
Well, there's the for
I don't know,
episode
I
6,
came-
everybody.
Zippo start adventure in the darkness.
I think
yeah,
we should call it Sir
was
Digby
like-
Chicken Caesar. Actually.
So
I was going to call it
and Zippo's
Watchdogging
Adventure in the
before
Darkness.
this.
So Digby Chicken Caesar and Digby Chicken Caesars and Zippo's Adventure in the Darkness of Watchdogging. But
I think
we
we might
don't.
max out the capital.
no, we're not, because I'm fucking angry because they fucking and Mythic's closed down.
I don't know what Mythic is. I don't want to know what Mythic is.
It's a studio. They made some good games. They made some good games, some shit games like Warhammer Online.
Okay, we're done. We're done with Mythic.
Yeah, okay, we're done.
Lucy's back
now
and
to
she's
a
saying that the
special
Google Doc was a bad idea, but it's actually
Yeah,
been really
guys,
good
I
this
actually
week.
thought it was a really good idea, but
Is it
not
now?
really.
See, exactly. See, I told you this Lucy in the chat's a fake, guys. Don't listen to her. You're gonna have to cut that out.
I'm the real Lucy.
It's like a female
my
Gandalf.
God.
Okay.
You sounded like worms, you know, off of worms.
Sound like worms off
Okay.
worms.
Okay, now we're starting a special section where we'll do weekly, hopefully, if they allow me to do it. We're doing like a special gaming like overview of one specific game.
Oh
So
my
okay,
god!
this week I'm doing a fucking intro for the new section because nobody knows what it's gonna be. So shut the fuck
Yeah,
up
we
or I will
do.
cut
It's
your
Dark
family.
Souls.
Nobody
Go with it.
listening does. Okay. Basically, okay, Dark Souls. We're gonna talk about Dark Souls.
No, we're not. Go away. No Dark Souls.
Only the
Yes, we
audience
are.
can hear this. Only you guys on Twitch can hear this. This is all going, don't worry. Carry on.
It's good. Right, Dark Souls. I
Dark
don't
Souls,
like the
it's
game.
hard.
I don't like the game. I don't like it. That's basically all I'm saying.
You
I'm not gonna say it
do
now because you've made me feel inappropriate. So I'm not gonna say it now. I'm not gonna.
Retweet list. Who's doing that?
I'll.
We can have- we
Body
can
can do
have,
it. Shall I?
Okay, yeah, good. No,
Shall I
no
play
guitar.
something?
Fine. You can play your little guitar.
I'll play it quietly.
Okay.
Who's
Right,
reading
hold
the list? Sorry.
You can.
Oh, right. Okay.
Don't read
On the
their
read.
names. Just read their Twitter things. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. On the retweet list this evening, June 1st.
July.
At the Weird Child _ at Fawcett Unicorn, at C Morrison 317, at Nox8, at XPies Cool X, at Tigerox, at X uppercase X lowercase x Bildoon lowercase x uppercase x lowercase x. At 5 Ranarchy, at York Raz TV,
Yay.
at Stenny Mouse, at Samuel the Bird, at Lunai _ at Stenny Mouse again apparently, at Optimus Phil,
Professional.
at C Morrison
C. Morrison's on it
317
as well.
again, at Probably Lucy, at Connery McD, at Arm Thompson, and at Robert Poddy.
The gay one.
Now, alright. Now for the
Subscribers.
Twitch subscribers.
Twitch subscribers.
From
Subscribe to
last
us on
week, if-
YouTube as well, by the way. We've
Okay.
also, while we're on that
Do that,
subject,
you bastard.
we hit 100 subscribers, so yay.
Okay. There's Twitch subscribers. These are the people who have subscribed since last week. Miniamatic. Stenosaurus. Stenosaurus again. Oh
These
jeez.
lists are so good.
Dubber Her Glass 98. Wonder which year they were born in.
98.
NAUGHTPOD Fan 420. Cardigan Black Cat. And that's it. If you want to be mentioned next week on the NAUGHTPOD, you have to retweet the tweet set by the NAUGHTPOD Twitter, which says retweet if you'll be watching. And if you want to be mentioned in the Twitch subscribers, then you have to subscribe to our Twitch, which is twitch.tv/the NAUGHTPod.
That was very
Follow
professional.
us
People are
on
just gonna
Twitter,
unsubscribe
at the
then
NAUGHTPod.
resubscribe. That's all they're gonna
Find
do.
us on
so they can
YouTube.
get a shout out.
YouTube.com/the NAUGHTPod. Find us on the subreddit. reddits.com/r/NAUGHTPOD.
100 subs.
And follow us here. And yeah, I said this. We hit 100 subscribers like 4 days ago. We were on like 92
Lucy, what do you
for
think
about
about
a
that?
week. Which was fun.
Lucy, what do you think about 100 subs?
Just an explosion of noise.
And on that note,
Shout out to Draymona too. Sorry, I didn't have my chat open because I was playing guitar. For some reason we missed him out.
You what?
I think he might have been late to the retweets party.
Oh well.
Oh no.
Okay, alright, should we say bye?
Bye 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 bye.
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 Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye from the NAUGHTPOD.